Welcome to Free Beer Friday, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
I just keep talking. Oh, my God! Guys, welcome back to another edition of Free Beer Friday. Your host, Ben Easley, as always, from the Bearded Monk. Here.
Hi, Ben.
I always have that. Look, I always have the and the hat. There you go. There it is, Bearded Monk. With me tonight, Daniel and Blair from Pint Hub. Oh, my gosh.
Hi. I think I'm going to get one of those Pint Hub apps right here. Like, it works for you, right?
Right. Yeah, do it.
I feel like, I don't really have any tattoos, but that would be real cool.
Pint Hub barcode.
Oh.
There you go.
Yes.
Hey, man, I'm here for my free beer. Just scan it.
Oh. Redeem.
That would be nice.
I like this.
Or maybe my promo code, like promo code Blair.
Nice.
Hashtag.
Okay. Yes.
Get it out there.
I dig this. I totally dig this. Okay.
Maybe not on my neck. Let's move on from that.
Okay, fair enough. Just cross the cheek. Cross the cheek.
Ew, let's look at maybe
Forehead?
on my arm.
Okay.
Let's go.
All
Let's
right.
move down the body.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, these people don't know what Pint Hub is.
Okay.
They may not have been living in Dallas or Austin,
Yeah.
where you guys are killing it. Do you want to
Yes.
give? Let's give a rundown.
Sure.
Let's tell these folks.
So Pint Hub is a craft beer community, and we are an app where we list on our app the venues that are within your vicinity. It tells you about how far each of our venues are, and you can redeem one free beer every single day of the month for $10 a month.
Yeah.
Use promo code Bearded Monk
beer
to get a free your first month free. Yeah.
Yes.
And then
There have been like
enjoying a beer every single day.
Yeah.
just
every
today,
single
like
day.
10 people have signed up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
This is ridiculous. I'm like, come on, man. You're going to get a free beer a day, and it's free for the first month?
And craft
Exactly.
beer. It's good beer. It's the beers that we all love, the beers that we all drink.
Yeah, the idea is by the time you redeem your second beer, it's already paid for the full price of the app
Absolutely.
after the first free month. So, it's it pays in its own if you drink more than once a month.
Yeah, and for our
Yeah.
venues, it basically gets people in your bar. It gets people in your brewery. It gets people in your
hangout
restaurant.
party.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're pulling up a list. You're going to go to that place where you can get that first beer in the house. So that's what we're out to do, build a community. We have parties once a month so that we can all get together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you already did one at Strange Ways.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
We're doing one tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're doing one next week at Craft and Growler.
Nice.
In Dallas,
Nice,
so.
nice. God, that's an awesome place.
It's a beautiful
Yeah,
place. Yeah.
that is a really
Our
awesome place.
next one for Denton, because we are doing our Denton launch today.
Boom.
Yes. So we're doing our Denton launch today. So our other venue we're going to be doing at next month. We have to set it all up, of course, but it's going to be Midway Craft House. They were
Nice.
super, super stoked to get on board with us.
Dude,
So
I dig the
wanna
guys
get-
that are Midway
yeah.
Craft
Oh,
House
man.
for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. And they are the cool uncles of the craft beer community in this
I
town.
have had
That's what I call Sean
an
anyway.
amazing
Yeah.
experience
Not the
working with
granddaddy.
them, for sure. And you, of course. You're pretty cool.
Oh, thanks. Wow, way to pander.
We like you a lot.
Jeez.
No, we do. I keep on saying how much I'm loving the people in Denton.
Once you get your foot in the door, it's like, wow, I've never met nicer people.
Such
This
a
town
beautiful
is
city.
awesome.
Everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been handing out like our promo codes and stuff and teaching people in Denton how to sign up and stuff because, it should be shared with the community.
Right
and every person that I've met near and far has been super awesome in Denton. They've been really great people.
Right on.
Of course,
right
I knew
on.
that before being a TW student, but
You were already in this town. Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm getting introduced to the town, and I'm loving it. You guys have an amazing beer scene and food scene.
Yeah, we
So
had some
it's-
food and beer
on.
just to kind of get him in so he knew what he was going to be stepping into. I was like, listen,
Get your
this place
eyes
is
on
so
that.
cool. It was really, really easy to convince them to come to Denton. I was like, man, you don't know what you're in the
that
game for. It's pretty cool here.
Yes. Well, okay, so where did Pint Hub start?
Okay, so the idea of Pint Hub started out in Austin with our two
Okay.
co-founders, Drew Zarecki and Joe Gonzalez. Joe I've known since elementary school, and some of our other associates the same way. We've known each other for a long time. So I lived in Dallas. I was bartending there for a very long time, managing a good portion of that. And they came up with this concept. I was like, hey, how would you like if I introduced someone into your establishment for the cost of a beer, which is roughly about $1, $2, depending on what your expense is. And I did the math, and it was like, yeah, if I could have a customer come into my door for about $1, absolutely. And even more, I myself was being introduced to craft beer at that time, so I'm still new to the scene
You were
itself.
getting to know.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I started out with like everyone else, with your Blue Moons and Blood and Honeys and so on and so forth. But, I started getting intrigued also. So this idea just sounded something like something I would want to download and I would want to take advantage and educate
Right on.
myself.
Right on.
So we went forward with it in Dallas. A year ago today, we've hit our a year anniversary off of our beta, and
Nice.
we're now in Dallas, Austin, and as of tonight, Denton.
Denton.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
So it's been such a lovely trip, and just the people I've met, the brewery scene. It's just I feel very fortunate to have stumbled on this.
Dude, and watching like all the venues you have in Dallas and Austin and all of the breweries.
There's some really good places.
You've got Petticolas, you've got Lakewood, you've got Craft and Growler, you've got Strange Ways. It's like this is awesome. Blue Owl's on the mix down in Austin.
Yeah.
There's some cool breweries.
Yeah.
You just come to realize it's just such a smart concept. I think of the movie pass of beer. You want to take advantage of it as much as you can throughout the month. You get to visit these breweries. A lot of our customers have never been to a brewery before. They forget there's tap rooms in a brewery. So we introduce them to that kind of aspect of it, to the growler stations. A lot of people forget that you can go to a growler station, enjoy yourself, and then take some beer home with you.
Oh, yeah?
So we're introducing them to that aspect of it. And yeah, we've been fortunate enough to have a great community back us up. And you out here is one of our... Man, I love you, bro. I didn't want to announce it out, but it's been so awesome.
First on-air wedding, I hope. Yes. All right,
I'm
hold
about
it
to
off.
get married. I want to be the first one.
Oh, let's do this. I'd marry you.
Done.
I would totally do that. I married Jake
Listen,
and Emily.
I heard, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, we need to become better.
You're
friends.
ordained.
Let me
I
see
am
what this
ordained.
is. Let me see what
I
I
am
can
ordained.
rope him
I am a
into.
monk. I don't think I can call myself a monk. Please, the Catholic diocese, don't come after me.
That's so funny.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
think about it. I mean, I don't have to think about it too much. I just have to ask.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
But I think she'll be good with it.
Should be cool.
Should be cool.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
just go back and drink more, and then we'll
Right, you
talk
can
about
just
it.
ask her, like, hey, Amanda.
Like, you're like 10 beers in. What do you think?
what do
You
you
want me to
think?
get you guys hitched or what?
We're going to do it on the radio show. That sounds cool.
Oh, nice.
She's down
Okay.
for anything. She's cool.
Okay, this could be a lot of fun. All right, guys, watch the Facebook page for the first on-air. Well, no, it had to have happened somewhere. Somebody had to get married on
Probably.
the show. But the first one on Free Beer Friday.
Yes.
How about that?
And then
I'm
we
all
get-
about this.
And then we all get free beer.
Ooh, I like this.
Cool.
And then we just shotgun beers and drink.
That way I don't have to pay for beer at my wedding. See, this is turning out really nice.
See, we got a plan.
Okay.
And then you get to party with some of the best people in the world.
With our Pint Hub members.
Oh, see, come on. Yes. Oh my gosh. Send a push notification. All Pine Hub members come to the wedding.
RSVP'd already.
It's on your
I'm
calendar
ready.
right now.
That'll be one of our events. You can host another one of our Pint Hub events
I dig
for
this.
my wedding.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
like
totally
such a
dig
good
this.
idea.
It's going to be romantic as all. I don't know. You want a death metal band to play your wedding? That sounds great.
Yeah. Maybe not that. Maybe everything else. Maybe not that.
All right, fine. All right, we'll figure this
I'm
out.
not that cool.
We'll figure out details when we
I
get
like
closer.
craft beer, but
death
yeah.
metal, kind of death metal. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Okay. He
okay.
can play the harmonica.
So you were already doing like vocal warm-ups before we were coming up here.
Yeah, my wife, she's a little tired of that harmonica already.
She's not. She's totally into it. She's totally into it. I was like, is that driving you crazy? She's like, no, he's actually really good.
Nice.
I was like, right there. Man, that's the one. That's 18.
This is it. This is it. See,
Yeah,
guys,
she's a good girl.
you guys may not know, but a lot of work goes into what we do in this studio. Pre-interviews, pre-drinks, maybe some shotguns, vocal warm-ups, singing karaoke every once in a while. You just need to understand that this is a
Yeah.
hard show to run, and we put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, we're
before we get
struggling
on.
really
Sweat
bad here.
equity.
I know, this is
Literally.
tough.
Yeah. well,
Cheers,
it's a
cheers.
tough life.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you guys get into beer? Blair, what was that first beer that you were like, oh, maybe I could dig a taste of
Line
beer.
and Kugel Summer Shandy. The first time I think I barely turned 21, I was working in New Braunfels at a wing place right off the river, and a rep came in and he's like, hey, I have this beer, smell it. And we're like, okay, which I mean, you smell beer, but like nobody's really ever
Okay.
directly put that in your nose. And it really has become a thing, the 5 S's, with craft beer tasting. So he's like, smell it, because you don't smell, a Bud Light. But so he was like, smell it. It smells like Fruity Pebbles. So after that, it was like, what can I get next? How can I, get further into it? I've been working with Drunken Donkey for the last couple of years, and The owner's one of my best friends. He
They
got
always have these
into.
massive tap lists.
He's an insane craft beer connoisseur. He is so cool, and he hires some of the coolest people.
Nice.
To help with his.
I got you. Don't worry, I got you.
So I got really, really, really into the craft beer scene. One of my friends actually in Denton, so I've been in the Denton craft beer scene with Jess, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. I just have been crazy obsessed. Been everywhere, seen all the different flavors. I try them all as much as I can get, as often as I can get. The other day they told me you had one, and I was like, "What?" So it was the Imperial Salty Lady, and Salty Lady brings me back to like. I'm not going to tell you because I think it's probably not something on the radio.
Oh, gotcha. A moment in time.
But drinking those Bud Light Limes with beer salt.
Oh, yeah?
Is what I imagine with the Salty Lady, and it brings me back to a long, long time ago.
Gotcha.
So I love the bearded lady. I do love the bearded lady, but I love
Lots of good bearded ladies.
I love the Martin House Salty Ladies. So I've kind of been all over, and working with the Drunken Donkey is actually where I met Pint Hub, and I met Daniel and I met Drew, and as soon as I decided to go back to school and finish my degree at TWU, I messaged him and I was like, listen, we need to do something in Denton. Denton would be a really cool place. I'm in Denton. Let me do this.
Right on.
And both of them were super supportive, and they were like, hey, if you think that this place is for it, let's check it out. He came up here. He met with people, and it was like, bam, let's do a lunch. Let's do a Denton
love at
thing.
first sight.
Right on.
Yeah,
right on.
This city is just love at first sight.
Oh, God. And again, the craft beer scene here. Well, it's Paul Hightower. Shout out to Paul Hightower. I love you, Paul. He's the one that pointed out to me this is the most craft beer dense area in all of Texas.
It's awesome.
That block, Oak and Hickory, down that block.
And everyone is so nice and receptive, and everyone lets you in their door. Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah, come talk to me about it. Yeah, come meet me this time. That's really, really cool. It's not something you find. It's not something that you find everywhere.
And you guys are
cool.
a pretty tight-knit community, and I'm loving that. I've noticed that it might be just the industry itself with craft beers, but it's just you guys are a family. You guys all know each other. You pretty much know each other's schedules. What trials and tribulations you're going through.
Everyone's like, hey, go get Ben. Let's see. Ben is 11 o'clock on Wednesdays. Des is 12 o'clock on Wednesdays. I know your schedules now, guys. I know them. It's really good. I can set my watch by you.
All right. So I was so bad about this, the getting to know each other, right, and where we are. I had a couple of guys come in from the Bearded Lady parlor over here.
Okay.
Gary is one of the barbers over at the Bearded Lady. Go get your hair cut, get your beard trimmed, get your legs waxed at the Bearded Lady right over here. And two guys came in. They're like, we're looking for Ben. And I was like, is this a subpoena? Do I have a kid I don't know about? No, I'm not Ben. Ben's not here. And they're like, no, you're Ben. And they whipped out this giant 1 foot long pink feather that had a little tag on it that said $5 for a tickle. And they were like, Gary paid us $5 to come over here and tickle you. And I was like, all right, well, let's get this done. And
we're all friends here now.
Like, all right. Yeah, so I let them tickle me, and they took a video. And I was like, well, you want a beer while you're here? So they sat out and had a beer. And I was like, I'll buy your beers. You go tickle somebody else. So I started checking everybody's schedules, and Britt was working down at Oak Street. I was like, I'll buy those beers if you go tickle Britt at Oak Street. And then she bought him beers to go tickle somebody else. And
pay it forward.
They tickled everybody in the bar scene across the square.
Oh, man. You really
just
can
set
your
bar
watch
to bar
by
doing
this
it to
schedule
us.
you guys have. It's pretty awesome because it matches really well with mine. I appreciate you.
Nice. Hey, we're there for you. Why not?
Thanks.
Why not?
Thanks.
Well, okay, so we heard a little bit about where you found beer.
Okay.
But give us a little more in depth.
Well,
what brought you into the beer world?
I mean, I think the same thing is I was introduced, and this is way back when Blue Moon was kind of a new thing coming out, and I hadn't really heard of anything else outside of Miller Lite that I usually drank or anything else.
Yeah.
And I tried it, and it just got me thinking, it's like, wow, there's a whole lot more to just getting drunk on beer. You know, there's this flavor that I've just never.
My goodness.
Yeah, exactly. I never really thought about it, and that's kind of a weird epiphany at that point. You know, you're like, oh, crap, I'm drinking beer for the flavor, also not just to get that buzz. So that got me started. You know, I went from Blue Moon to something a little bit more common at that time, Blood and Honey, and I started talking to some of the beer reps as they were coming into bars and restaurants, and just started getting more information of the process of how it's done. You know, I learned that there was just an art to it, and I'm a fan of the arts. You know, if you're a chef, if you're an artist, anything with a process that takes a lot of attention and detail and passion.
Right on.
I just fall in love with it right away. There's something about that passion that's really contagious, and I started exploring more and more. While I was exploring, my good friends came up with this idea and talked to me about it, and I was like, I would love to use something like that. You know,
Yeah.
We went forward on it, and as we're building the app and we're building the cities, I'm taking advantage of that, and I'm building my education with the scene itself.
Nice.
So I really do feel like I'm growing along with the app, and I feel like that's what every one of our members are doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because you can be fully experienced, or you can be a very novice, but you'll fit in there somewhere, and you'll find a good place to have a free drink.
Yeah.
And further expand your palate and try new things.
The
Right
ultimate
on.
Pint Hubber right there. There
I
you
love
go.
it. I love it. There you go, guys. Go get the app right now, and then what is it?
Just
Promo code Bearded Monk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you download the
You
app
get
on your store. Use promo code Bearded Monk. You get the whole month absolutely free. So absolutely free every single day of the
follow this
month.
journey.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You get a complimentary beer.
Every day.
This is awesome.
Every day of the
This is
month.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so what's next?
Okay.
Where do you go from here? You've got Dallas, you've got Austin, you're working on Denton.
Yeah. So the idea right now is, at least while we're in Texas and we have our version 1 of the app, is to just kind of take over I-35 and make sure everyone alongside that highway gets to try out all of our venues and do that.
Okay.
Both directions.
But this is our version 1 of our platform. As we go along and we add more users and more profiles and more beers, we're going to take the information of the beers that you redeem and then start building a flavor profile behind it. So let's say you have a Imperial sour that you have on tap, and you're a Pint Hub customer that always kind of tends to gravitate towards sours everywhere you go. Well, in the future, we're going to have a push notification that when you tap that sour, it's going to come up on their phone. It's like, boop, we have this new sour that just came on board. It's on our Pint Hub app. Why don't you go down there to Bearded Monk and have the first one on the house?
Right on. Here, we think you would like this.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
And
really cool.
That's one of my favorite things about the app is someone like Sean who wants to know, what this app is capable of. Everything that we can do with
Sean
the
at
app.
Midway Mart,
Yeah,
Midway
Sean
Craft
at
House.
Midway Craft House.
Yeah.
He is he opened our eyes to so much that is possible. Every question I write down, every question I send off,
Nice.
because we are so capable of doing so much with the app.
Absolutely.
And as we grow and as our updates come on, so everything that we're writing down, we're going to be able to do in the future, and things that
This is cool.
that
And-
can trend tracking stuff like that. Like it's already there, but we're doing it,
Evolving.
where it can just pop up and you guys can just look at it whenever you want to, and it's
so
really
Yeah.
really cool.
Blair
It's going to
touches
be
a great
awesome.
point on this is as we build our app and we get our new users and venues and stuff like that, we do take a lot of information, a lot of concerns or just questions.
feedback.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism into consideration, because we do want to make sure that this is perfect for everyone involved. There's not one-sided when it comes down to this. We're hoping to help build the community that you guys already established here, but we want to go ahead and help increase that community and make it a little bit. Add our flavor to it also. But yeah, it's a good way to organically grow what we've been, because we're listening to what people want
Yeah.
and trying to implement it the best possible way.
And
That's so
updates, just like
awesome.
any app has updates and things that you fix, make better. We're going to constantly grow, constantly make it better.
Right on.
We're
right
brand
on.
new. We're a year-old baby. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I love this. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Well, okay. And also, what are we doing tonight?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
please.
we've talked about this, but these folks may not know.
So tonight we're doing our
Like-
official Denton launch for Pint Hub.
Yes.
It is going to be held.
Cheers, cheers.
My hard work. I'm
At
so
this-
excited.
yeah, exactly. At this lovely
it's so
place,
much fun.
the Bearded Monk.
Where's that? I don't know about that place. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Continue. Sorry.
Right next to Denton County Brewing Co., who's also jumping on board.
What?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we're
so
going to,
cheers
instead
to
of
the
doing one
neighbors.
beer,
Uh-huh.
we're going to do 2 tonight.
What?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So just come by our booth, show that you have our Pint Hub account. Again, use that promo code Bearded Monk, so that way it's absolutely free. We will go ahead and let you redeem one of those and one of those special and give you a token for a secondary beer. So the first 2 beers this evening are on the house outside of Free Beer Friday right here in a couple of minutes.
Of course. Yeah, we're going to do samples here as always. Oh, and tonight, you want to show them the can? Tonight, we're doing Martin House's Magnolia Malt Liquor.
And it's awesome.
Right?
It is pretty phenomenal.
It's so good.
And then a little bit of the Montucky as well, which is a classic fave. Super light beer.
We haven't tried that one yet. We're going to, though.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's what it's
slowly.
all about.
We have a whole night.
Trying out.
So come here, get free beer samples, go back to the Monk and DCBC, and get more beer.
And just
Yeah.
party
Come
with
on.
us for the rest of the night.
This
Yeah,
is awesome.
we're
Yeah.
fun people. We're a good time. And they're doing all kind of artwork out there.
That's right.
Local Denton artists
Wales
are gonna be
Wardy
there.
set up an art pop-up show.
That's right.
And then YSA is going to be playing as well. I don't know what time, so get over there
It's
soon.
going to be such a fun
Oh, this is
time.
gonna be
Tonight's
awesome.
going to be such a good night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
so
the parking
excited.
lot's already blocked off, and
We
there was a
should've just
crowd
started the
when we
wedding
left.
tonight to
Yeah, I was
miss
excited
that
walking
mark.
up to it.
Yeah, this is going to be a great night.
I'm telling you, I think I might move up here.
See?
We had
Yes.
literally
I'm
the
loving
day I brought him, he was like, "This is so cool. Like this place is super my scene."
There's
And I
such
was
a
like,
good vibe out here.
Oh, yeah,
It's so
for
nice.
sure.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Laid back,
Love it here.
easygoing,
Yeah.
accepting, and a bunch of artists.
Yeah.
I love every bit of that. Every
Everyone's
bit of that.
Super stoked to just be on board to like hear about it and see what we've got going on. It's been such a great experience. In fact,
Nice.
I'm so excited that I started here because Dallas is a monster that I'm not sure that it would have opened the doors for me as much coming in. You were the first person. I don't know if you know this. You're the first person I've ever talked to about Pint Hub.
What?
Yeah, and I
Feels
didn't want
so
to. I didn't want to
special.
be, open the door and be like, "Oh yeah, this is my. I just started." So I walked in the door and I left and I called him. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so easy."
Welcome to Denton.
He was so nice, and
Yeah.
I was so excited. And then I went over and I talked to Sean, and Sean was so nice. It's been awesome. Like
Right
I
on.
got opened with big welcome arms. It's been so great.
Good.
I cannot thank
Good.
you guys enough for letting me in this door.
This town is so much that way.
Yes.
So much
It's
that
been
way.
real cool.
Well, right on. Okay, so we're going to start serving up some free beer.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
I mean, we've still got Frank Buck out here, and you can pet some monstrous
I'm
animals.
going for the
There's a-
salamander.
I haven't
She-
seen any
There's an
cute
owl.
animals.
There's
That
that
owl.
owl
There's
is
an owl?
so
Yeah.
tiny. Look right there.
There's a little
It's
tiny
little
owl.
tiny. It's like this big.
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh. Okay, guys. Frank Buck is here with animals. Shelly is about to start her ghost tour, and we're going to go hand out some free beer before we go back and party back at the Monk
What a
and
lovely
do
evening.
more free beer. Come on.
Just
This
saying.
is awesome. Oh. Before I forget, because I will forget, next Friday, we're going to beat the world record for most cans simultaneously opened.
That will be
Yes.
awesome.
We've already submitted to Guinness Book of World Records. We need people. We need people to come open cans at 10 p.m. next Friday for our anniversary. And then our big anniversary party and all the rare beers and the crazy bands are going to kick off Saturday. That's the 13th, so the 12th and the 13th. And I'm trying to... Oh, and tomorrow, Oktoberfest.
Oh,
Beer
yeah.
Alley Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah, okay, so if you can't make it out tonight, which shame on you, tomorrow, starting at noon, the stage is getting built in the morning.
Go
the
get your
bands
first
are
beer
going
for free.
Right? There it is. But either at Denton County or us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or Midway
Yeah.
Craft.
And then the bands are going to start up at 1. Games are going to start up at 1. And that's not going to stop till 2 in the morning. And Jesse Fry is going to close it out tomorrow night. So tomorrow, Beer Alley Oktoberfest. Tonight, Pine Hub Launch Party Art Show. Next weekend, Shotgun Anniversary on Friday the 12th. And then big third anniversary party Saturday the 13th. So this is...
This
We're
is a
busy.
busy month. And even
gosh.
after that, there's Halloween thing going on.
Oh
so,
yeah,
you
this
know,
is
there's-
this is
it's
shaping up
never-ending.
like crazy.
That's awesome.
Like
though. I
absolute
love
crazy.
October. Everything about October. I'm getting married in October next year.
Nice. Yeah, I will totally do this. Oh my gosh, let's do an October wedding party. Yeah, I'm all about this. Come see
Can
me
y'all tell I
next year.
just got engaged? Because I'm like all about it.
I'm planning everything
I'm so
out.
excited. I cannot tell you.
Just wait till you look at like
It's not a baby.
1,500 pieces of
but-
paper. Then you're gonna be tired. Like I don't care what invitation I have right now.
Right? I'm not doing invitations. I'm sorry.
Nice.
That's so much
Call
money
'em.
and so much
Be like,
paper.
show up.
I'm going to send an
Send a-
email.
Facebook invite,
For real.
RSVP if you want to
Hey,
go.
Nice.
that is too much paper. That is too many trees. No.
I like this. Facebook invite is the plan.
For my wedding. It's going to be great and big and whatever, but no paper.
Nice. I dig this. All right.
Paper free.
I'm out of beer, so that's a
Okay.
problem. Let's go
So
drink
it's-
some more. Let's go hand out some beer.
Absolutely.
And then let's go party up some more.
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
Guys, come join us here at the Welcome Center, and then come join us back at the Bearded Monk, and then back at the Bearded Monk over and over again. Yeah, there you go.
Never ending.
We'll see you guys next week for the Shotgun Party, an episode. All right. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.